Okay, so I'm sitting there editing the video on this RAM 5.7. I don't think I gave a really good introduction, so let me give you a quick one. This RAM came in to the shop a couple weeks back and had a melted coil pack. Simple, right? I pulled the plugs out. The gaps on the plug on one of the plugs was like 80 thousandths. That would definitely cause your coils to overheat and melt. I thought, that's it, we fixed it. And actually, we put a coil pack on it and it fixed it. Anyway, this video is actually a comeback video because the exact coil, it melted again. Well, the same, it ain't the exact coil, it's in the same cylinder, number 7. It melted again, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? You're gonna watch me. I'm digging around like a crazy man trying to figure this one out, so I think you'll enjoy this one. Let's get into it. So if you could see here, I'm connected to this ground, and the ground is the brown and white wire. And right here's my ground lead, and it's going to my meter, and then my positive is going all the way over here. So I'll hook up this meter, or this light bulb, not meter, and it should light up this is just a half an amp. And it's not. It's not lighting, and it's dropping the voltage all the way down to 0.1. That should not do that at all. So we got to figure out where this bad ground is. See right here that there's something rubbing right there. Now I don't know if that's our problem, but you could see in here that ground is rubbing against this harness. So I need to get back there and just kind of inspect this and see what's going on. I think we're in the right area, but I think we need to gain access to that. We're probably gonna have to take this intake off and see. I'd say we have some corroded wires in there. Well, I do see some wires here that we're trying to track this down. And I see some wires rubbed through right here. Are these the ones? I don't know. I see some rub marks on some, but I do think we're dealing with a frayed wire somewhere. This has been a mystery. We've dealt with melted coils on any of these coils, and it goes through here. So I'm gonna have to pull this loom up, out like this, and chase this wire all the way down. We have to split this whole loom open, and we're gonna find it. Where is this break? It's somewhere in here. No. This thing is really hard to get off. Let me get a new razor. Where's my seam ripper? I'm not stopping until this thing is figured out. Is that the wire? Because it goes, it's like it goes deep down in there. Oh. Uh-oh. What do we see right here?
Oh.
Did we find our smoking gun?
Oh my.
Boom. There it is. Zoom in on that.
It is.
You're held in by one strand.
That was all melted.
There it is. That's our problem. One strand. So this is a perfect teaching opportunity. You can get it. See, it'll show you good ohms, but when you have one strand that's holding it, that's why we had 1 ohm on it. If you've seen it earlier in the video, I knew I was in the right direction. I've done this a while and I knew we were going the right way. There is our problem right there. Okay, so I have figured out this is the control wire to 7. And you can see there's only one small strand. I suspect, without a doubt, that's what turns the coil off and on, because it's a brown wire, that one strand is causing the coil to overheat. So I'm just gonna fix all these wires, and actually I'm gonna ring this out, do a continuity test to make sure. That I'm just curious to see if that's the right wire, and then we'll just go from there. And what I mean is a continuity test from this wire to coil 7, which is back there. It's the one that has melted 2 times. So what we're gonna do is see if that is the wire. I don't know if you can see back here. Let me unplug this first. Okay, so it is a brown wire, and I'm gonna back probe into it. And then the one that's frayed is also brown. So we should hear a beeping sound if it's the same wire.
So just for the people, what is a continuity check?
And a continuity check is to see, like, this is one wire. Continuity means you got the wire's not broken from here to here. That means it's got good continuity. If it had a break in it, it would have no continuity. So just to demonstrate more clearly, you could take this, put these two together, and you put your meter on that. That's a sound. So to demonstrate, if you got continuity, 2 wires, you'll hear it beep. So that's what we're doing to see if these 2 wires are the same wire. You'll hear a beep. Is this wire that wire? Because how would you know? There's so many wires. This is the best way to find out. And this thing here, I've had it forever. This thing has teeth on it, that very microscopic little teeth that goes into the wire. It's a little bit worn out. There we go. So that proves that this wire with that little strand in it is the wire going to coil 7. And that's why it was melting. Let me undo it, that's annoying. That's why it was melting, is because it only had a few strands holding it together. So we're going to repair all that, and it should take care of this melting coil issue. And when I get this coil out, you can see where it's melted. Let me show you guys. If I can zoom in, this coil right back there, there's a crack on it and it's melted. But when I get it out, I'll show you and it'll be more clear. Okay, so what I've done is we fixed all the wires, but I routed this harness up away from where it was laying down low and getting baked on the exhaust manifold. So this is not the ideal way to do it, but this is going to keep the harness up and away from getting rubbed in the future. Oh, one of those just fell off. That's funny. So it's up out of the way and it's not getting rubbed on nothing, and it's not getting super hot. There is a EGR tube here, but it has its sheathing on it, so it should be okay. And there's a space between it. And Zach is currently putting in the new coil, and we should be good to go. All right, so here's the coil pack that split. I Finally got it out, and it was all from that one wire that was running off one strand. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. The other one did the exact same thing. So if you ever have this problem, make sure your control wires going to here are intact and they're not melted. On these 5.7 Hemis, it's obviously a common issue that they melt along, the wiring harness melts in that area. Zach, do you think we fixed it?
I hope so.
What do you think? Did we fix the melting coil mystery?
I think so.
Do I feel bad about this being a comeback? No. Because that was a very odd issue. All right, let's start it up. We secretly already started it up, but I want to just act like we first started so you guys on YouTube think I'm smart. Oh my goodness, no misfires. Just to prove it, we're gonna go over here to tailpipe, and you remember from my last videos, I taught y'all how to detect misfires. You hear a pop. No popping. If that was a misfire, you'd hear pop, 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 pop. So there's another fix. And that is a strange one right there. So if you ever have melted coils, check that area. Catch you all on the next one.